Hey guys, welcome back. So this video is long overdue. The last time I did one of these was in September of last year, and I have more than twice the amount of followers since I posted a Q&A video last time. So I asked you guys to ask your questions, and I'm here answering them. I have the questions on my phone in a little note, and let's get started. So the first question I'm going to answer is, what is your favorite candle? And quite honestly, I am addicted to candles, and anytime new candles come out at like Bath & Body Works, anything like marshmallow scented or anything that smells like something that you bake, like cookies or cinnamon or whatever, I love all of those. I don't really have a particular favorite right now except for this one that I just recently got from Nordstrom, and it is strawberry vanilla scented. Yeah, I don't even know what the brand is. It doesn't have anything on it. They just had a ton of silver and gold ones. And it smells heavenly, so this is my favorite right now. Next question, favorite coffee beverage? I am a coffee addict. I drink coffee 2 to 3 times a day, several cups at a time, and if I'm making coffee at home, I like just sugar-free hazelnut creamer, but if I'm going to Starbucks or somewhere else to get coffee, I think my favorite is that new one that came out with Starbucks a couple months ago, and now it's gone, the toasted graham latte. That is fucking delicious. And then I also like caramel macchiatos. I like vanilla lattes. Yeah. Oh, by the way, let's see how many double chins I make throughout this video. It's kind of a real problem in my life now. Next question, what irritates you? Being asked stupid questions. Just kidding. Things that irritate me. Bad drivers. Number 1, people that when I'm traveling down the road and there's a side street and a person pulling up to a stop sign doesn't stop and they just pull out, blowing that stop sign, that irritates me because it's dangerous and it's rude. Oh, and people that freak out when it rains. It's just water. It is water. Okay? People that drive recklessly for the conditions, so if it's raining really hard and people are driving like an asshole or they're driving way too slow, that is just as dangerous as driving fast. People that park in handicap parking when they don't have a handicap placard or a disability that qualifies them to park in that parking spot. People that park on the line. People that don't know what they're doing behind the wheel or don't care. Let's get on a happier topic. What is your favorite scent? Brownies when they're baking. You got them brownies in the oven. I live for them corner pieces, girl. Okay, next. How does your boyfriend feel about you being on YouTube? He's kind of indifferent because he doesn't care that I do it. He only cares when it cuts into our time together, or if there's a day that I need to make filming a video or editing a priority, and he has things that he wants me to do with him. If me filming a tutorial makes us late to dinner or something like that, he cares. Otherwise, he's totally supportive. I have an entire room in my house dedicated to makeup, storage, filming, makeup clients, so he can't complain because it makes me money, of course, but yeah, he's totally supportive. Do you get recognized in public since your followers have grown? I've been recognized 3 times, and I think it's super cool. And the first time it happened, I felt bad afterward because I was like, I'm not an unfriendly person, but I'm not the most bubbly person, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that personality. And this girl was like, oh, I follow you on Instagram or YouTube. I don't remember what it was. I was like, oh, thank you. And I felt bad afterward. I was like, I could have been so much nicer, but I was just like, thank you. You know, I didn't know what to do. And I think it was just because it was like my first encounter. I don't know. I should have been ready. I should have been mentally ready for that moment, but I wasn't. So whoever you are, I'm really sorry. I am an awkward person. Don't take it personally. But I did learn from that. So now in the future, when I do get recognized, and it's happened 2 more times since then, I've been much more of a normal person, and please come up to me and talk to me. I'm happy to talk to you. I'm not an unfriendly person. I don't want to say intimidating person, but I usually have a very intense look on my face because I'm always deep in thought about something. So if I look unfriendly, just disregard that and come up to me and say hello because I would love to meet you. Where do you live? I live in California, and I used to go back and forth on whether or not I wanted to disclose where exactly I live, and I'd rather just say that I live in California because being on YouTube, there's really not a lot of, I don't know, you just put everything out there pretty much on the internet for everybody to look at and everybody to judge. And I like being able to keep a little bit of secrecy and anonymity. I like being able to have that. I have chosen to keep my exact location a secret. Do you have any tips for hooded eyes? And yes, I do. I'm aging in the eye area a lot, and so my upper lid is starting to sag a little bit, and I'm going to give you tips that I've been using, techniques that I've been using on myself that have been helping. One thing is when you're blending your eyeshadow, first of all, keep your brush tilted up like this and keep your eyebrows and your eye area relaxed while you're doing your makeup, because if you raise your eyebrows, when you go to relax it, if you have skin right here that moves a lot when you move your eyebrow, when you relax your eyebrow like that, the skin is going to be in a completely different spot. So when you're blending your eyeshadow, like in the crease area, in the outer corner, and your lower lash line, keep your eyes relaxed. Keep your eyes straight towards the mirror when you're blending as well. So keep your eyes relaxed and look straight toward the mirror. Were you nervous about putting yourself out there for everyone to judge? I have to say no. And I know that might not be believable to a lot of people, especially to somebody that has a lot of insecurities. They might not be able to comprehend that I don't care what other people think. You know, of course I want people to like my videos, and I know that people are judging me on my techniques and my looks and everything, my hair, my outfits, but I don't care. And I think part of it is because I'm older than a lot of people that might not be able to understand that mindset. I'm 29 years old. I've really been through the ringer in my life and in jobs, and I've had to be a confident person because of situations that I've been put into. There's no way to get through these situations unless you are a confident person and you're a strong person, you know, mentally. So I don't care. I definitely want people to like my videos, but if somebody doesn't like it and you know, so what? There are hundreds of other people that do like it, so bye. Next question, what is your favorite season? My favorite time of year. I guess I'm gonna have to say time of year instead of season, because I love that moment right when spring and summer collide and it's hot outside and you have a tan and you can wear shorts and flip-flops and you can go get ice cream without freezing your ass off when you eat it. I love that time of year. I love it, love it, love it. I am a sunshine person. I need the sun. How old are you and do you have kids? So like I mentioned, I am 29 years old. I do not have kids yet, but I would like one to be brewing right now. You know what I mean? I'm not married and I want to be married before I try to have children. That's just in my mind. That's just the right thing for me to do. I know that doesn't necessarily work, or it's not the situation with a lot of other people, but I want to be married before I try to have children. And I wanted to have children like fucking yesterday, you know what I mean? Like, I never thought I would want kids ever. Up until I was probably like 25, I was like, ugh, kids, I hate kids. But now I love them and I want them. You know, growing up, I never really wanted kids, and people always told me, oh, you'll change your mind, you know, when you get older, you'll change your mind, you're gonna want kids. And I was like, you don't know me. But I want them so bad. I want little kids. I want little me's running around. I just want them, and they're so adorable. And I used to get so irritated, like on Facebook and stuff, people put their baby pictures and updates about their kids and stuff. I used to find that highly irritating. Now I am like, post more pictures. I want to see your baby. So I've got the fever. I don't know. I feel like right now is a perfect time to have kids, babe. Next question, peanut butter or Nutella? Fun fact, I hate peanut butter. I hate it. I hate the smell. I hate the taste. I just think it is absolutely horrifying. One day, this switch flipped in my mind and I could not handle peanut butter anymore. The smell gags me. It is... my mouth is watering just thinking about it. So I'll have to say Nutella. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Nutella either, just because I'm not really into sweet stuff very much, you know? But, peanut butter, I would have nightmares. If there is a phobia about peanut butter, I probably have it. On a related topic, somebody asked, would you rather eat shit-flavored chocolate or chocolate-flavored shit? I am not going to eat shit. So I'm going to have to go with shit flavored chocolate, because even if it's flavored like chocolate, it's still shit, you know? So yeah, I'm going to have to, oh God, why do I got to eat shit flavored chocolate? Next question, do you wax or thread your eyebrows? And the answer is neither. I actually have never had anyone else do my eyebrows. I've only done my own. There are a couple reasons. First of all, I have blonde eyebrows and you can't really see the hairs at all. I mean, I can see them, you know, and there are a few stray ones every now and then that I need to pluck, but my eyebrows are so light and sparse that I have never felt the need to go pay somebody to do my eyebrows when I can just pluck a couple hairs and be done with it. And secondly, I am too afraid that somebody is gonna fuck my shit up. What is your nastiest habit? I should say cussing, because it really is a nasty habit, but I like doing it, so I don't want to say it. Did you go to school? Do you have a degree? What did you do before makeup? Okay, so I'm going to answer this in two different parts. The first part, did you go to school? Do you have a degree? Yes, I did go to school, and I went for a couple years before I dropped out of college. I have my high school diploma. I went to college for a couple years. I think I have like 3 years worth of credits, but I didn't end up finishing. So no, I do not have a degree. However, I do have a professional certificate from job-related training that I've done at college, but I don't have a degree, and I do plan on getting it. I think it is important to have your degree, so I am going to do it eventually once I guess am in a mindset where I can go back and be successful. You know what I mean? Like right now, I can't even imagine going back to school right now. So yeah, I am very interested in going back, however. And what did you do before makeup? Okay, you guys, this is one of those things that I've gone back and forth on when it comes to sharing with my audience. I've never really wanted to say my career or the career that I'm interested in or anything like that, just because it's a bit political. It's a touchy subject, and it's really, really political. So I've gone back and forth, but I am no longer pursuing that field, so I'm going to share it with you. When I was 19 years old, I decided I wanted to be a police officer. And when I was 21, I was old enough to start pursuing that, because, you know, there are certain laws that have to be followed, certain policies that police departments have where they're not going to hire people under 21 because you have to be 21 to carry a gun legally. But anyway, so at 21, I decided I was going to pursue it. I applied for a police department. I got hired, and about two years later or so, I got laid off. And so I am no longer in law enforcement. I decided I wanted to continue with that, even though I got laid off from the department with which I was working. I still wanted to work for a department, you know, a police department or a sheriff's department, and it just didn't end up happening in a timely manner. And now the way that law enforcement is looked upon by a lot of people in the community, it's looked at so negatively because the way the news portrays a lot of situations. People have this tendency to just develop an opinion about it right away. So that's what I did before makeup. And makeup is actually not my full-time job. It is a part-time job. And my full-time job is actually in a completely different industry. Going back to law enforcement for just a second, like I mentioned, it's a really controversial topic. It's something to debate with a lot of people. And so I'm just going to ask you respectfully to please keep it neutral in the comments. If you've had negative experiences with law enforcement, you don't like law enforcement, that's your experience, you know what I mean? But please do not murder each other in the comments over the topic. I'm asking you politely. Moving on to a completely different topic. What is your Holy Grail acne product? I actually have several Holy Grail acne products. One that I have talked about many times is this Glam Glow Super Cleanse Face Wash. This is the face wash version of the Glam Glow Super Mud Mask, and this works really, really, really great. It does dry your skin out. A couple other products that I love for treating acne is the Mario Badescu Drying Lotion, and this is incredible. You just put it on a pimple and it's gone overnight. And then I also love the Mario Badescu Silver Powder, and what you do with this, you dip a wet Q-tip into it and put it on your blackheads, and it starts eating away at the blackheads. So this is good stuff too. All three of those things I love. Next question, what is your most embarrassing experience? I don't really get embarrassed. And I think it's because I've been such an awkward person for so long that like things that would embarrass a normal person don't even faze me anymore. But my most embarrassing experience was in 5th grade. I am a busty girl, and I was, developing very early, and so I finally started wearing bras in the 5th grade, and that was like a huge deal, and I was super modest about it, And then one day we're playing Heads Up 7-Up in class, and that's the one where, there are 7 people up front, everybody out in the class puts their head down like this and their thumb up, and if somebody touches your thumb, you have to put it down like this. If your thumb got touched, you get to stand up and try to guess which one of the 7 people touched your thumb. So it's my turn, I'm up, I have to go find somebody whose thumb to touch. So I touch somebody's thumb, I run back up to the front. The person whose thumb that I touched, they guessed that it was somebody else touching their thumb. That means I get to stay up for another round and go touch another thumb next time. So when they guessed another person, I was so excited that I jumped up into the air with joy, and my shirt flew up, exposing my bra to the entire class. That was the last time I was ever embarrassed. Okay, next question. What is your standpoint on skinny women versus thick women? My standpoint is we are all women and we need to be nice to each other regardless of how fat or skinny or perfect we are. Another question is, would you lie to us in a question and answer video because your honest opinions may get hate? Do you think I lied at all in this video? I mean, if I get hate, then I get hate. I could care less. Next question, where did you get the top you're wearing in your gym hair and makeup tutorial? That was actually a gift from my best friend for my birthday, and I believe she got it at Wet Seal, and I'll put a little picture in so you guys can see what it looks like, but yeah, I think she got it at Wet Seal. Yeah, she did get it at Wet Seal. Alrighty, top 5 holy grail products you would kill someone over. I love this question. Chanel Perfection Lumiere Foundation, NARS lip glosses, Makeup Geek eyeshadows, MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and a recent discovery of mine is the Kenra Nourishing Mask for my hair. It is transforming my hair into different hair, and I love it. So the Kenra Nourishing Mask. I love all 5 of those things. Those are holy grails. I will use them until the day that I die. The last question. In my opinion, everyone starts out with Drugstore and gains their fans that way. Then with time, they grow and forget where they started from. So my question is, will you set yourself apart and remain true to those who maybe can't afford high-end? So there are a couple different points in this question that I would like to touch on. There are a lot of YouTubers that start out their makeup channels with just drugstore makeup because that's what they can afford, and then they get huge and they only use high-end makeup. That is true, there are a lot of people. But just because they don't use drugstore makeup all the time doesn't mean they don't care about the subscribers that can't afford that makeup. The majority of subscribers cannot afford the amount of makeup these people get in. But drugstore products are not sent to these YouTubers like high-end products are sent to these YouTubers. And so you have to take that into account. Secondly, just because they're not using it anymore doesn't mean they don't care about their subscribers. You can watch a tutorial using all high-end makeup and recreate that with drugstore if that's what you can afford. That YouTuber needs to stay relevant. There's not a lot of new drugstore makeup coming out, and quite honestly, most of the time, it's crap. It's crap. I get questions all the time. People will send me questions on Snapchat and Instagram and on my videos. They'll say, what is the best product for this? What is the best product for that? Or how come this isn't working for me? 99% of the time, it is a drugstore product that is causing your problem. It's an unfortunate fact. Drugstore makeup is not as good as high-end makeup. I can't recommend anything. If you want to recreate a look, you cannot complain that YouTuber is using high-end makeup. You just can't. That is the first part of my answer. The second part of my answer is, I never started with all drugstore makeup. I started with all MAC makeup, which is not drugstore. MAC makeup is quite expensive. And so no, I'm not going to use a ton of drugstore makeup just to, I guess, stay true to myself, because I didn't start out my channel with drugstore makeup. You know what I mean? I don't like a lot of drugstore makeup. I try it, I use it on my channel. If I find something awesome, I'll share it with you guys. But, you know, I'm sorry to keep itching right here. I have not only this shirt, but I have a tank top and a bra. My bra straps are moving and my skin is really dry right now, so I'm really itchy. I'm really sorry, but anyway, no, I'm going to continue to use high-end makeup on my channel because that's what I like. That's what looks good. That's the best quality makeup. And yeah, if I find a drugstore product that I like, then I'll definitely share it with you guys. But drugstore makeup isn't my shtick. Oh, and one last thing, because I know you guys are going to ask, if you've stuck around this long, then Dose of Colors Bury Me is on my lips. And it's the first formula. They did reformulate it, and now they have Bury Me 2. This is just Bury Me 1. So that is it for this Q&A, you guys. I hope you learned something about me, and I don't know, I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something about me or got your questions answered if you asked questions. I did get a lot more questions, but this video is just, I knew it was going to be so long already, so I will save some of the questions for next time, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask them. I will save them and answer them in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!